Well, hello friends. This week, Jack is going to explain this wonderful painting entitled Heart of a Warrior.
The heart of a true warrior goes to battle for the good of others, even at the cost of his own life. The heart formed by the clouds behind this soldier expresses his desire to reach out to those who are crying out for liberty, as depicted in the anguished face that appears in the rock beside him. As he kneels on what appears to be the edge of the world, he has his weapon ready for battle, but is also equipped for ministry. A child approaches the hand that gave him the cookie, now offering a toy lamb that could represent Jesus, the Lamb of God, and his wounded fingers sign, "I love you." The strong left hand defends Old Glory, wind-torn and bullet-riddled, but still flying. 5 poppies beside him honor the 5 branches of service. Behind him, the Statue of Liberty reaches out to the tired, the poor, and the huddled masses yearning to be free. And as the smoke rises from the Twin Towers, it also forms a cross, speaking of God's grace and mercy, the greatest freedom of all.
Let us all from our hearts say thank you to all our veterans and current military who serve us so faithfully, securing our freedom for us. We appreciate you and recognize your sacrifice, and it's not just of you, but of your families also. This includes many of my own family, which would be my own father and my Uncle Gene, who both served in World War II. And my brother Larry and Jack's brother Jim, who served during Vietnam, and our son-in-law Josh, who served in Iraq. And right now we have a nephew who is a chaplain in the Air Force. And so I'm sure all of you have family and friends also who you could say thank you wholeheartedly for the freedom that we enjoy. These are not men and women who set out to conquer, but rather to see freedom for those who are enslaved. Which leads us to our memory verse. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners, Luke 4:18. It's important to know who is making this statement. It was Jesus, and he was in the synagogue in Nazareth. I'd like to read the whole passage there in Luke. The scroll of the prophet Isaiah was handed to him. Pause. Jack and I got to be in a replica of that synagogue in Nazareth. Talk about making that passage so real. And in fact, here is a picture of it's a photo of an actor who was reenacting that moment when Jesus picked up the scroll and began to read. So I'll continue on. Unrolling it, he found the place where it is written, "The Spirit of the Lord is on me because he has anointed me to preach good news to the poor. He has sent me to proclaim freedom for the prisoners and recovery of sight for the blind, to release the oppressed, and to proclaim the year of the Lord's favor." The cross is held high in this painting because Jesus Christ and what he did on that cross is the only way to get freedom. If we really believe Jesus Christ is who he says he is, then we must believe that he is the only way to true freedom. So how many of you know someone who is enslaved by the sins of their past? Or perhaps they've just lost hope because of the abuse in their life, or maybe just because life hasn't turned out the way that they had hoped. Well, this is a bondage that only Jesus can free, and it's never too late.